Maple Story 2 is finally out, and it's available free on Steam. Before it was like you can buy it for early access, but anyways, I streamed it yesterday, had some fun with it. A lot of you guys came in and asked questions, and I figured I'd make like a short little video kind of talking about what this game has to offer and just showing off the game. Anyways, let's go ahead and log in. So first of all, the game is, I would say, very friendly in the very beginning, but there are complex mechanics, and the game does get a little bit deeper later on. But anyways, first off, for the quick questions, yes, it's a free-to-play game. Is it pay to win? I honestly couldn't answer that. I haven't progressed far enough. There is technically like a mount that you can get that kind of lets you like fly a little bit upwards. I haven't progressed to the point where I would say that that would determine if I could say the game is pay to win or not. But any of you guys that have played the game, you can let me know in the comment section below if you feel it's pay to win. While I was streaming, a few people that were higher level came in, and I was asking them some questions. So if I asked them a question and you guys felt like it was wrong, let me know in the comment section below. Because I had a few people say it was pay to win, and a few people say it wasn't. So I honestly, like I said, couldn't tell you that. But let's go ahead and go to the character creation selection over here and just show you guys what you have available. By the way, the game, it is available on Steam, and it is a Nexon game. When you launch it via Steam, it'll like open up this little Nexon thing. But also the game is 11 gigs, so hopefully those are like the questions that you guys might have had that are answered immediately. So first off, there's a few classes. You've got Knight, Wizard, Archer, Thief, Runeblade, which is actually magic, plus it has like a sword. And then you have Berserker, you have Priest, Heavy Gunner, and Assassin. Those are the classes that are available right now. They might have more classes to come out in the future, but again, it just came out yesterday on Steam as free-to-play, so there's a lot more players now than there were before, obviously being, of course, free-to-play and on top of that available on Steam. But anyways, let's go ahead and just create a character really quick. And I'll show you guys the customization options. Let me go ahead and move my cam over to the top left so you guys can actually see stuff. So you have male, female. I would say there's nothing too special with the character customization. There are more options, but you do have to pay for those using a special type of currency. But what's cool with this is you can actually adjust the length of the hair. You can actually use your scroll wheel and adjust certain areas of the hair. Now this game is not like Black Desert customization at all, but nonetheless, you got your hair color, and you also have the hairstyle. Some of them will have this little like option where you can actually, you see there's a little cog wheel that will allow you to change like basically some editing of the hair length. But this one is the one that doesn't have it. Also, this hair, if you play anything that spins, it can actually have really strange physics. Like if I select something, you'll see that like there's collision issues with this hair. Just keep that in mind if you wanted to use this hair. I ended up creating a character with this hair. I kind of regretted that, to be honest, but it might be something they can address later in the future. But we're just gonna go with, let's go pink pigtails. Let's go with the cutie pie face. They have a few options for faces, and you can change the eye color as well. And then you can also change the skin color. But you have options for the top and the bottom. You can keep them. Each class has its own special like skin. This is like it's called the Rook's Stealth Top. But yeah, there's the options. I'm not going to go over every single one, but I'll mouse over a few just so you guys can get kind of an idea. So we're going to go ahead and just create this. Let's go make like a white ninja over here. Make that top white. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're going to create one character real quick, and I'll show you guys some of the like later content, specifically the dungeons. I think that's like the huge draw to this game. I also wanted to mention, if you plan to play this with a friend, some of the quests are just solo. I'm not sure if they plan to change that in the future, but I really think that you should be able to play with your friend throughout the entirety of the game. Now, you can play with a keyboard, or you can use a controller. I'm going to skip the cutscenes here. Obviously, you know, if you guys are interested in the lore, you can find another YouTube video or just play it yourself. I just want to kind of talk more about the actual game and what it has to offer. So, like I said, I'm going to be using a controller. You'll see over, let me go ahead and move my cam over here. We'll block the minimap, but it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I think it's more important so I can show you guys this. So, with the controller, it's actually pretty well done. Normally this game is actually, you can use technically a mouse to control where your character moves. You can also technically use the arrow keys or WASD. You can change your customizations, but I like actually using the gamepad. It just feels better for me. Then I'm going to play out on it just because I personally prefer it. So one thing that this game offers as far as something that's kind of different is it kind of has this like system where there's elevation and you can climb on the walls. It reminds me of Knuckles from like Sonic. Now you can't just like fall off, at least in this area. There are some areas where you can fall down to like acid pits and stuff. It will just basically come down to taking damage. So we're gonna go ahead and open up our inventory. We're gonna go ahead and equip stuff. I play with like controller and keyboard mouse. I just find it to be much more simple to use a controller, honestly. I'm using an Xbox 360 controller for those of you guys wondering, but it shouldn't matter what you're using. Now, in this game, you really don't use your auto attack that much. So auto attack, in my instance, would just be neutral Y, or triangle if you're playing with a PlayStation controller. But majority of the time, like, you'll see how much damage I do with my neutral attack, and let me show you how much damage I do with an actual attack. Like I said, I'm gonna be skipping all the cutscenes, just because it's just gonna make it a little bit faster, and I'll show you guys like a dungeon, but obviously we're just starting out. It's going to show you the earlier areas in the game. Now, one thing that I really like with the assassin is they have multiple dashes. Some characters, they have like a dash that has a cooldown. Some have like 2 dashes, some have 3. The assassin and I believe the berserker are going to be the ones that give you the most dashes, which will let you obviously dash. So a lot of the quests is basically talk here, go over here, complete, kill these things. It's very simple. I would say there's not really anything I would consider that is like next gen, oh my gosh, this is game breaking, right? But anyways, let me show you my neutral attack here. So my neutral attack, you can see it's hitting for 1 damage. This attack over here is hitting for a little bit more, but this attack over here, it's AoE and it's hitting for like 7. Yes, I'm using my spirit, which is basically mana in the game. And there's also stamina, which is what my dash uses. So you can see I can dash, but really what it comes down to is we're going to be spamming just the AoE attack until we run out of mana. And then we have another ability, which if I go to my skills, I can show you. So we're going to be pretty much just using Fragment and Star, so it throws something and then it explodes and it does a bunch of damage. There's another ability where you throw your shuriken and then basically ricochet. So it's basically like, if you want to think of it like chain lightning, there you go. It's like the best explanation that I think a lot of people would be familiar with. But I think the game's fun, even if you're like more of a casual player. I think there is some fun, but there is a lot more depth later on in this game, I would say. But I'm still early. I believe the highest level I have is 17. There is also a shop where you can actually buy weapons. Oh, we gotta speak with the barista. There are, like I said, there's a shop, like an auction house, but you can't access it till level 20. I'm sure that has to do something with like trying to prevent bots, which is totally understandable. With any free-to-play game, you don't want people spamming, buy my stuff. But, oh, we actually have another attack I can show you, which is that. So you can see, oh, crit for 1 damage. But, yeah, so again, our auto attack is hitting for 2, while this is just gonna hit for, like, it's just, there's no point of really auto attacking. Even when I'm playing other classes, I kind of notice it. Like, auto-attacking is just not what I would consider viable in this game. I mean, even if you're out of, like, stamina, you still have another attack that, like this. So this is my normal attack. But this is me using this attack, which is the Lucky Stars, which actually does not cost anything anyways. So, because you can see this one consumes 20 spirit. This actually doesn't consume any. Like I said, I just don't find it to be useful to auto in this game. I don't even know why they offer it. Like, because you know, in Diablo 3, they basically just took out auto-attacking altogether. Basically, you have a skill that just costs no mana, stamina, hatred, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think this game's pretty fun. I was playing with my girlfriend for a while, and we had a little bit of fun, but I would say even she kind of got bored of it. It's really repetitive. I was talking to one of my friends that like plays MapleStory. He's like, that's just MapleStory. It's just a really repetitive game, which, you know, some people don't mind. But again, I was really interested in this game because it was getting a little bit of hype. They were advertising it in a few different areas. And I was like, sure, we know why not. It's a free-to-play game. I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't mind checking it out, right? But, I mean, there are times where, like, when you dodge certain things, but it's pretty simple. It's like, giant circle, don't stand in the circle. Giant square, don't stand in the square. Very simple. I'll let this little, like, cutscene play out so you guys can kind of get an idea. Some of the cutscenes are voice acted. Some of them aren't. I don't know if they plan to have all of them. That's one thing I really like in certain games when they have everything voice acted. So if you decided to watch, also like I feel like some of the audio might be missing. It might just be a glitch. You know, the game just came out of early access. Again, now I'm going to skip it, but just wanted to show you guys some of the little cutscenes that were in the game. There are better cutscenes that are like I would say more cinematic that actually have like audio, because some of them are just missing, straight up missing audio, like that one right there. Maybe it's done on purpose. I don't know. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and just spam the X button complete. If you're playing on a keyboard, mouse, it would just be hitting F. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue on here. Just get the cutscenes. There are a lot of cutscenes. Also,
New mail has arrived.
With some of the quests, and I'll show you guys the cash shop. Interesting enough, you guys can see over on the top here, people are putting their own portraits. Let me go ahead and move my cam here. So what I think is interesting and very questionable if were they allowed to do this, because being a Twitch streamer, you guys probably understand people want to meme you. So if someone, you know, sees that you're in this channel, they could just join and they could have a picture that could be bad. Now, granted, they don't want you to have like certain pictures, and that's totally fine. I totally understand. You can literally upload anything. Here's an older picture of me. You can actually have that in the game. Now, I'm not going to set it to that. It was more so like, I was like, can you actually upload anything? And yes, you can just upload any file that you want. And what's even more questionable is in some areas, there's actually a giant picture and people can like put their own picture. I'm like, Maple Story, do you not know what people are going to be doing with this? But I love it. I like it, but I think it's a questionable idea, especially as a streamer, to, you know, just have that kind of stuff be possible, right? But anyways, gonna talk to the guy. Basically complete the quest. We're gonna go inside. I think we're gonna talk to him again. Sometimes with the quest, you'll talk to the guy, you'll complete the quest, and even if you're just spamming on like the next button, right? You have to talk to him again to get the next quest, right? So now we gotta go in here. And you'll see this time and time again where it's like, go into this little house, go ahead, talk to this guy, push a button, go outside, kill something, come back, get the quest. It's very generic. Like, it doesn't feel like next gen at all, but for what it is, it's okay. But there's also, I'm gonna get to at least like the first town with this character, and then I'll swap to another character, have a new town. I'll show you guys a dungeon, and that's kind of like what I wanted to show off. So you do have potions in this game, and you do have different skills that you can acquire later on. One thing I wanted to mention is looking at the skills. Like, I just glanced at it really quick. Is something that I done goofed on. So you'll see that it says requirements level 10. I'm like, okay, I'll just wait till level 10 to get that. Some of the things require you to have another skill, like this one requires Fragmented Star to be level 4+ to get this skill. So normally in games, I don't know if any of you guys play Diablo 2, but in Diablo 2 sometimes you would save skill points, so at level 12 you can get several skills that would be at level 12. But this game, it's not really like that. You can see this is the skill tree. You can also reset, you can have different builds. There's also, if I go to my character, you'll see that there are attribute points that you can put into. And certain things like strength, dexterity increases like this flat stat for certain people. There's also outfits, and let me go ahead and show you the cash shop, because I think that would be the next important thing that I want to showcase off. So you have the premium cash shop. So again, I can't really say if this game is pay to win or not. I had people argue in the chat if this game was pay to win. There are stuff that is just cosmetic, which I fully support because it's a free-to-play game. I don't really mind that. Different outfits, those kinds of things, I honestly don't mind it at all. But there's this other thing here. There's a pet, if I can find it. I don't remember what the pet's exact name was, but you can see that people can create their own. Look, people added a Bowsette scroll in the market, and obviously these are just for looks. But there's a lot of people that are just memeing in the game too. Let me go ahead and go to face accessories. You can see there's people that put like other faces from other games. There's a Chomper from, oh, I guess my hair's in the way in that one. The smiley face, like, it's from, I think it's not from Roblox. But people are making things, there's customizations, and that's pretty cool. Let's go to, is it suits? Is that what it would be called? People are making suits from other games. Let me see if I can find one that would be like from another game. Tops. Oh gosh, my character looks so meme now with that face. Alright, let's fix that. Let's go see if we can find something. Ooh, very, very nice cosplay. Slayer bottoms. Alright, very, very nice. But, like I said, you can see what it does. Absolutely nothing. It's just looks, as far as I'm aware of, unless there's something different. Now, there's little things you can buy, like headbands. But there was one pet that had the ability to fly. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Is this one? So this one lets you glide up. I'm not sure if some of the areas this would matter a lot. Now, I only got to the point where I got the first mount, which was the duck. So that duck, I'm guessing it just gave me movement speed. But any of the ones that potentially let you fly, I'm thinking that maybe you could argue that that is pay to win because it will let you access another. Again, that's not 100%. Like, again, I don't know if you get some flying mount later on. These are just my first impressions of the game. And if you guys play the game, you can let me know in the comment section below if anything is pay to win in the game. But I want to say that, you know, have you ever played an Exxon game? No, just kidding, okay? I remember back in the day when Vindictus had those coins that you had to use. Now, apparently, there's a limit to how many dungeons you can do, which, obviously, at that point, you could maybe make that argument that it is pay to win if it's a specific dungeon that you need to grind to get a certain thing, and it's like, it limits you, right? But here is one of the first like town areas. So you can climb all the walls in this game, but you can't climb towards the side of it. So what I mean by that is if I'm on this wall, I can't like rotate to the side and automatically climb. I can still climb on this part of the wall, but it won't let me climb from one side to the other. It doesn't really matter too much, but also if something is like on the high ground, you can't attack it with all abilities. Some abilities would allow you to do it, but there isn't really like this high ground mechanic that I would worry about too much in the game. I have not touched PvP, by the way. Some of you guys asked, how is PvP in this game? Dude, I got to level 17. I couldn't tell you anything about PvP because I haven't done it, and obviously, very early on, you're just going to get destroyed unless there's like a structured PvP where it's like level of like, you know, 10s and under or something like that. But I want to go ahead and swap characters, so let me go ahead and switch characters, and I'll show you guys the dungeon. You guys can kind of get a better idea of the game. I'm going to go ahead, select my Berserker. So, like I mentioned before, like the auto attacks in this game, I don't know, maybe there is a reason. If there is a reason to auto attack, let me know. But pretty much, I would say I would just pretty much be in Whirlwind the whole time, or Cyclone if you play PoE. Like, pretty much this is how I play this character. It just spins. It has other attacks, but we don't really use them. Oh, here, let me show you my mount, because like I said, this character is higher level, so it's going to have a mount. And let's go ahead and go over here. Let's go do a dungeon. I think there's a dungeon over here. It's a toxic garden. So you can enter alone or with a party. I want to go with the group though. Well, I guess we can attempt to do this. So I don't know if it scales actually. So normally before there was an option to like join a group, but maybe there's no one here. I honestly have no idea. Anyways, I'm gonna do a dungeon. I don't know if you can actually do dungeon solo. This is my first time. Usually it does it with 4 people. Basically, you go from point A to point B, killing a boss at the end, and then it drops something pretty good. So let's go ahead and just do the little dungeon here. This is like the main, I would say, like section of the game. So yeah, we're just gonna spin and easy peasy. I like this class, by the way. If any of you guys were like, what's a good class to play? Because I had a few of you guys asked me that. I honestly couldn't tell you what class is like best S tier. I felt like the Assassin was pretty fun. I also found the Berserker to be pretty fun. The reason why is every class in the game, minus the Berserker and Assassin, have a dash that you can use 3 times that has no cooldown, but it has a stamina. You'll see under my HP here, there's these bars, right? If I dash, it uses up 2 of those. But I don't think I have to actually kill everything to progress, so let me go ahead and just go down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a lever. Sometimes there's little like things that you can interact with. The game is very like cutesy, so if you're looking for just like a game to kind of kill time with, maybe with a girlfriend, I think it's okay. I played it with my girlfriend for a bit. She kind of got bored of it eventually, and she plays Diablo. Diablo 3, by the way! So like, the thing is that it is very repetitive. I don't think that this game is super unique, that it has like legendary items. It's not like Path of Exile. If you're looking for that kind of a game, probably not going to be there. But if you're looking for something to kind of kill time with, it's really not bad at all. I would say it was fun for the few hours I did play with it. I might return to it, you know, once in a while, but you know, tonight I've got Call of Duty Black Ops. In fact, if you're not following me on Twitch, make sure you're following me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Slaydra. I might play this game from time to time. But really, that was a game I'm much more interested in. Oh, what the heck? I got stuck or something. Oh, as far as latency, glitches in the game, I haven't really encountered any. The game's been pretty smooth to me, honestly. Yeah, we'll go ahead and kill these. You can see it's very cutesy. You know what I think this game would be great on? Like, honestly, if this game was out on the Switch, oh my gosh, it'd be perfect. Let's go ahead and just rush towards the boss, because I'd rather show you guys the boss. But the music's good. The gameplay is good for what it is. I mean, it's not, if you look, again, like, because I had some people from, like, Black Desert come and they're like, oh, what the heck is this? Like, yeah, it's cutesy. It's a different art style, but I like it. It's different, but, you know, not everyone likes chibi artwork, and, you know, I totally understand. Oh, what the heck, we're about to fall off, man. But it looks like we finally got that area open. I'm gonna pop it in the pot here. And I didn't buy any potions. They just give you a bunch. It's pretty nice they give you a bunch. Now, if you die, you can use like a paid, or I'm guessing it's some cash currency. Let me go ahead and actually kill these. I didn't know that these would actually climb all the way to the top. Oh, so you gotta watch out for those. Ooh, dang, this guy actually does a decent amount of damage. But you'll see on the ground, he'll put these red ones, and you don't stand on the red ones. Pretty simple. Nothing too special. The blue ones will, however, bounce you outside, knock you out. Basically, it's a knockout. Pop another pot here. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to defeat this. Okay. I'm not sure again if it scales. I want to say it definitely scales to how many people are in here, because it's taking about the same time when we had 4 people do it. But yeah, obviously don't stand in the blue. Oh, got stunned over there. Back to just spinning to win. Oh my gosh. Oops. Sometimes with this game, I've noticed with the controller, you can accidentally hit the wrong button. It's because you hold the right trigger, and sometimes if you do it too fast, perhaps the game can't register it while you're in the middle of still using a move with the left trigger, if that makes any sense. But I'm guessing most of you guys will be playing with mouse and keyboard, so you won't have this problem. I actually just like... Oh, shoot, here, we got hit by that thing. Now you know what getting hit by that does. Oh my gosh, hold on. Minimize. But like I said, it's really when I'm popping a potion while spinning, it's because it's like a channeled ability, if you will, and that might be causing. So anyways, rescue Princess Yomi from the vines. Alright, we're gonna rescue the princess. Alright, there we go, success. Mission successful, we'll get our stuff.
You saved me.
Oh
Thank
yeah.
you. I owe you my life.
Princess, are you alright?
But if you like chibi games, you want more of a complex, like actions, Dragon Nest. I was talking about how graphically, like Dragon's Nest was kind of in the same genre, but like that game was way action-packed, right? Now as far as this game, like this game, it still has action, but it's I would say more simple, at least to me in the very beginning. Obviously, later on in the game, it could be different. We got a hero box. Let's go ahead and open up that, and I'll show you guys what's in that. Let's go ahead and exit back to the regular world. But again, some of the areas apparently you can only do so many times per day, and that's where people were arguing it was pay to win. And then some people were like, dude, if you're doing like that many times, and someone else was like, yo, if you were good, you would be wanting to do it that many times. But anyways, let's go ahead and show you guys the inventory and some of the other things. So we got some new gloves. I believe blue is better than green. I believe it goes like normal. Then you guys, well, you can actually see the rarity by the stars that it actually has. I don't think I have anything super interesting to really show you guys, as in like some proc rate. But these are, I guess we just got these maybe from a quest. Anyways, so you guys can see it gives you extra magic resistance, but it also gives me crit rate plus 10. Max meaning that like I believe that's the highest that it can roll on that specific item, and it gets skill recovery bonus, which I'm guessing that's cooldown reduction. I'm just gonna bind it to us over here. So you can see, oh, we got a new mount? Cool. Alright, let's go and throw that mount on. I didn't even know we got a new mount, so might as well use it, right? Oh wait, we got a pig that flies! Okay, that's pretty cool. What, that actually goes really high. Wait, can we just fly for... Why would you want the cash shop item that only lets you fly for... What, this lets you fly forever? Wait, what? I actually don't know how to get down from this. Okay. Oh, so you can fly? Wait, what the? Okay, so, you know, I was talking about that one flying mount. I mean, I have not spent, by the way, I have not spent anything in it. But it looks like in 30 seconds we get a maple coin. Coin used for maple, poly, and maple spin. Oh, there is something that's actually pretty cool. You guys can see off the top right. We got iDubbbz. Again, I know it's going to get questionable with some of the streamers if they ever stream this game. People are just going to go to their lobbies. But you can also buy merits. So these, I'm going to call these the blue mushrooms because that's what they look like. But anyways, for $1, you can get 100 merits. So maybe this will give you a better idea of how much some of the stuff costs. So if you go to the design shop and we check out some of the outfits, right? You get this hoodie, $3. To me, that's perfectly fine. I think $3 for a skin is totally doable. Like Fortnite, some of the skins can get like 20 bucks each. What the heck, you can get a paper bag for $2. For me,
I'll show the old man what I can
totally
do.
fine. Let's see what the premium offers here. It says a buff, let's see, contains Leviathan, Sigil, Flying Mount. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the premium and see what else you can buy. So this looks like it's just cosmetic. You can actually get your own house in the game. Style Crate Elixir restores 50% health. Okay, this could be something that you could argue that it could be pay to win, because obviously if you're able to have a potion that can restore more than someone else. But again, I don't know how important that is. Obviously, they give you a lot in the beginning as far as potions go, but later on it could matter. Soft serve super chat, would send like some chat to the entire channel. Some sneakers, a paper airplane mount. Everything's pretty cutesy at this game. But anyways, I feel like I covered most of the stuff that I wanted to cover. I might play the game again in the future and just kind of check out what else it has to offer. But I would say there's nothing that I would say is, oh my gosh, I need to play this game now. When, like, for example, I know I'm mentioning Black Desert several times, but that's like the only MMO that I would say I played. Then I was like, oh my gosh, that came out. You know, well, they did come up with that patch recently, but like that and Guild Wars 2 are the main games that I play. But Guild Wars 2, obviously, it has had an expansion pack, and I played that during the first day, and the mounts were really cool. But that was my huge draw in Guild Wars 2 was the mounts. Black Desert, was, when it came out, was like, oh, that combat looks absolutely amazing. But this game, I just don't really feel like there's that drive for at least me personally. But it's not bad for what it is. And if it comes out on the Switch, dude, I would play this game like crazy on the Switch because, well, dude, like, that'd be excellent. Especially as a free-to-play game, I think it would be great. But there is, like, what is this? What's this, attribute points? You got unread maple coin. Okay, we can collect the coins. But there is this other thing I want to mention. It's kind of like a Mario Party mode. It just pops up over here, and it's like you can play this little event. There's basically like Mario Party mini games, but everyone is there, and it's a blast. In fact, I wish I could just play that all day to level up, because that would be fun to play with like a significant other, or just to play with some friends and stuff. But like I said before, not every quest you can play with a partner. Some of the stuff, like especially in the very beginning, you gotta do some of the stuff solo. So keep that in mind as well. Your game isn't glitched. Because I remember I was trying to play with my girlfriend, and like we were in the same channel on some of the areas that we were going to, but like it just didn't like match up because certain areas they're like basically instanced, and like they are solo. So don't worry, your game isn't having issues. But anyways, that is MapleStory 2. Let me know, guys, how you feel about this game. Did you guys like it? Is it meh? Is there something else that I'm missing out on that is actually really cool with this game? But like I said, it is a new game. It just came out, so I did want to check it out and give you guys my thoughts because you guys did indeed ask. So overall, impressions, my review of the game, if you will. It is pretty fun to play for a little bit, but I would say that for people that perhaps are more interested in like a PoE, they're looking for that game that has like insane skill tree, insane next gen things. I don't think you're gonna find it here. But if you're looking to have a good time, MapleStory 2 is definitely there for a few hours, or depending on if you really enjoy it, it could be there for quite some time. But anyways, I definitely think it's worth checking out. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'll be uploading more of this game when I like progress way further on, but that'll probably be next week because yo, we got Black Ops 4. I would be definitely streaming that for the next couple days. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Have a good one. And I am signing out.